Hi everyone! Today I have a pretty exciting video. I saw that Colourpop came out with some new stuff that I really wanted to try. Two of those things are not new, two things are new. So they just came out with the All-Star primer and setting spray. So I picked those two things up to test them and figure out how they work. Obviously these are very important steps to making your foundation as long lasting as it can be. So I wanted to pick these up, see how they work, and figure it out because they do have really awesome pricing. The packaging is really beautiful as well. So wanted to grab that, and then while I was grabbing those things, I wanted to try out the foundation and the concealer. I know that a lot of people love the concealer, foundation not so much, but I wanted to just pick it up and try it out. So today that is what I will be doing. So if you would like to see how all these products work together for starters, and also how the primer and the setting spray work, I will be doing updates. I also have a photo shoot later down today, so after I come back from that, I'll be doing like a check-in to kind of see how everything lasted. So if you would like to see how all of this works together and how it lasts, then go ahead and keep on watching. I will be priming my face with the Lancome Energy DV. I need to use some serums. Moisturize my face, I'm using the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer. Just gonna do a dab of this. The primer box looks like this. It's pink, and it says it's a matte and blur primer. The net weight is 0.25 grams. All the prices will be listed down below, but I know that for all 4 items and shipping, I paid $38, and it came from California, but it came in like 3 days. Okay, so I guess I could compare. This is 1 ounce and this is 0.88 ounces, so it's a little bit less of a product. The color of it is white. So it's almost like a cream. But when it says blurring and mattifying primer, I always kind of think that it would be more like this Makeup Forever, which is like very silicone-y. But this almost feels like, like you can kind of feel that silicone in here, but it's more like a lotion and like a moisturizing lotion. I can't pick up any kind of interesting smell. This says for smooth, even skin and a matte finish that lasts all day. Directions: apply a thin layer all over your gorgeous moisturized skin. Allow it to set for a minute and apply your fave foundation. This is cruelty-free and does last for 12 months, which is cool. But I think that's kind of pretty standard for primers. Like the Makeup Forever one is 12 months as well. So I am curious. I do like the consistency. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel thick on my face. But hopefully it does something to the longevity. I learned how to say that word. So for foundation, obviously picked up the No Filter foundation. I picked this up in the color Light 70. So the bottle looks like this, has a whole bunch of stars. I mean, I'm sure you've seen a million reviews on this. I'm gonna pump some on the back of my hand. I do like that it has a pump, the glass component of that, like everyone did say, that is prone to breaking, and I do travel a lot, so it's not the ideal. This does look pretty dark, and I'm pretty pale, but we're gonna make this work. Okay, the coverage is pretty dope. It is slightly too dark, maybe slightly too yellow for me, but I know that my concealer is light enough, so I'm not extremely worried about that. So I did 3 pumps of this, and there's still a lot on the back of my hand, and I have not used it. So I think I could have gone with 2 pumps. So this foundation says it's oil-free, buildable coverage, formulated with soft blurring pigments to give you a natural matte finish, no filter needed. I feel like this is not really a matte finish. Like, I feel like it's more maybe like a natural finish, because I can still see a little bit of shine through it. Like when it's matte, it just looks a little bit too dry, but this I think looks really nice. The color's a little yellow. It almost is oxidizing a little bit, although I think it's a pretty decent match for me. And with the concealer, I can lighten it up. I know the concealer oxidizes. I have seen reviews on this. In the No Filter concealer, I picked it up in the shade Light 10. It looks like this. So it does, okay, so I do want to shake it. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but it looks like there was a little bit of separation, so I just shook it. Not a big deal. And this does look really light right now, but I know that it oxidizes, so it should kind of even out a little bit. It blends pretty nicely. The coverage is okay. Like, I can still see things under my, like underneath my eye. And I'm really used to the Tarte shape, which literally blocks out everything. So this is more of a, maybe comparable to the NARS Creamy Concealer that obviously will brighten you, but it's not gonna completely eliminate anything that's under your eye. It didn't dry down crazy, so you don't have to worry about working one area at a time. This is blending out just perfectly fine. I mean, obviously I didn't sit there and blend the other side for 30 minutes, but you know, this just blended out beautifully. I didn't have any trouble. I'm gonna add a little bit to my nose. I'm just gonna pick up my Laura Mercier translucent powder and I'm gonna go right underneath my eyes. Not with a ton of product, but definitely immediately set underneath my eyes. I don't want creases. I want everything to look nice and set together. And yeah, like on my eyes, you can see that there is, it is kind of sinking into the lines on my eyes, but just adding a little bit of powder will set that. I will jump off camera, do the rest of my face, and come back and kind of discuss how I feel. And also I will then set my face and we'll discuss the setting spray. Overall, right now, it feels slightly heavy. It looks good. It covered. I will need to set this area more because I do have little fine lines here. I will need to actually go and set my eyes more. Just kind of clinging to my dry patches, but you can definitely tell that that's there. Maybe that will kind of work itself out once I set my face with the spray. I don't know. So right now, I'm happy with it. I'm not like, oh my god, so impressed. But for the price, I am very impressed, very happy with it. So I'm going to go do the rest of my face, and then I will come back and kind of wrap up my thoughts, and then use the spray, and then I'll do a check-in later. So I'm going to do my face, and I will be right back. Here we are. This is what my face looks like so far right now. The last thing that I do have to do is set my face. So I did already take this out of the packaging. So this is the All-Star Face Setting Spray. You get 4 fluid ounces in here. It says shake me up gently, hold it arm's length away from your face and spray, spray, spray. Don't spray directly onto eyes or mouth. So close your eyes, close your mouth before you spray this. I brought my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray just to see how big this is. These are exactly the same liquid amounts. I'm gonna shake this up and spray it. So the spray is not as fine as I would want it to. I really kind of like the continuous mists, but if it doesn't leave dots on my face, then I'm not too worried about it. Also, if it does a good job setting my face, you know, it makes the longevity of the foundation a lot longer, then I'm a-okay with that. I also just really like for my face to kind of be united in one. I really hate powdery looking foundation, so as long as it does that, then I am cool with it. So I'm just gonna go close my eyes and spray this. It smells flowery. Or soapy, however you want to describe that. I am going to dry it down and see if it leaves any little dots on my face, which it doesn't seem like it did leave any dots on my face. Everything kind of sunk in really nicely. Depending on how it wears up until maybe about 3 o'clock, I might do a check-in then because right now it is 11:52, so I'll probably try and do one check-in and see how I feel about it. But right now it feels a little bit, still a little bit heavy. I didn't go crazy on the powder, but I don't like to do that, so it still kind of feels a little heavy. It is a little dry here, kind of is clinging to my patches. I think the color is fine. I do like the concealer because I do like the Naked Weightless Concealer, so the concealer is probably something that I will definitely pick up a lot more often. It looks nice. I do like the setting spray so far, but I feel like this is just not making my skin look the best, and I do have a photo shoot later, so I might redo my face, but I will keep this on for a little bit and try to do at least one check-in, kind of wrap up my thoughts. But so far, for the price, I think definitely a decent foundation. Is it my favorite? No. Will I reach for it all the time? No, but for days where I'm like maybe just running to the gym or running errands and I just need a little bit something and I don't want to, like, it's not some kind of big occasion and I'm okay using an alright foundation, this is probably going to be the one that I choose. I will be checking in a couple hours and I'll probably wrap it up then. So I shall see you in a little bit. So I decided to come in this bathroom because the lighting here is the best. Also vlogging camera happening right now. Just wanted to give you a little peek into what this foundation looks like before I take it off. I'm having to take it off and redo it before I do my photo shoot. So as you can see, pretty dry right here. This is really the main reason why I'm redoing my foundation before going anywhere. Sunk into my fine lines. I tried to kind of rub out the glasses thing here and it like fell apart completely. So I would say that I'm not entirely jazzed with this foundation. Could I wear it for a short amount of time? Yes, but definitely not something that I would do for very special occasions. So definitely would want to wear something that's a little better for the heat or the rain that I could endure during this photo shoot. So I think the main problem was the foundation more than anything else. I am going to be testing out the setting spray and the primer with different foundations, and I'm pretty sure it's going to do a good enough job because I did like it. It didn't leave any streaks on my face or anything like that. I think it's just the foundation on its own. So the spray and the primer, thumbs up. The concealer, thumbs up if you like the naked weightless concealer, and then the foundation is like meh. Not a big fan of like just how it clung to certain areas. So that is all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.